Okay, guys, happy Wednesday, last Wednesday of April, hard to believe. This is going to be lots of different topics jumping around. Definitely, we're going to get to the Shop My Party. But I was just asking for a but I did it anyways, or good news. And Sonia was talking about her, the chamber that she joined last year at this time. So that was soon after you became a director, and you were in the midst of your divorce, tons of outgoing cash to attorneys and wonderful ex number two. And you still invested in that. And now, I mean, you're seeing the fruit of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So share with everyone why they may want to check into their local chamber or go to their chamber and get to know the people at the chamber so you can be the face of Mary Kay in your community and find out what, women's networking or business networking opportunities are out there. Because I know when I moved to St. Simon, so I was a brand new director and joined a business networking group. And the reason I did it, and I still think it's one of the most important reasons that you want to do it, it's not only all the business, it ended up leading me to a new consultant that became a director of mine that, her husband's job took her to Kansas. And so I had a whole group of people out in Topeka and Kansas City. The business sales, like this week for admin professionals or Christmas gift giving, I told thousands and thousands because the women will become my customers. A lot of times to be in my professional women's portfolio, that was an easy way to get them facialed because then I was networking them with all the people I was facialing. And then they would buy Christmas gifts for their employees too. So it was not uncommon. And that was like 27 years ago. I remember sitting down, with one of my customers, Maggie, who was a real estate agent, and she'd buy her $500 worth of stuff every quarter when new stuff came in. I just go there and do a little show and tell. And then, who do you need to buy gifts for family or business? And it'd be another $1,000. And if you put that in dollars now in this world, I mean, gosh, it would be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars because that's what they're spending anyways. And so, but it's more importantly than those things, it's so that your community starts to see you as the Mary Kay, and they see the Mary Kay image, the Mary Kay way, because some people still think that Mary Kay people and Avon people are the same. They still think that Mary Kay is multi-level marketing. They still think it's like any of the other multi-level side hustles out there. And we know that couldn't be farther from the truth. But there's one thing to say that to people, and there's another way for them to see you and be doing business with them so that you're top of mind and they realize, wow, this is a lot different than the girl I know that does fill in the blank. So share some of the benefits, Sonia, that you've had with connecting with other business owners in your community.
Well, I really love it because I did it because I wanted to start cross-pollinating in my own zip code. So, I am a member of the community. I wanted people to start to see me. So when I did it last year, I really didn't know what to expect from it. So there's not only like all these different things that I named, like there's like a monthly meeting that you can go to, and they will never have two of the same people in the same meeting. They'll stagger you. So I have made so many contacts from doing that. Then the women's aspect of it, there's all these different like boost meetings and ribbon cuttings and all these different things in the community that you're able to go to. And it's all part of that same fee. But, I love the Autumn is my new team member, and we did the ladies' night out in downtown Farmington. And there was another Mary Kay consultant there, and we didn't even know it because they were in the middle of the pavilion, and we kind of were too late for the registration. So we were kind of on the outskirts, and I'm glad that we were, because I was able to park my pink Cadillac. We had bougie balloons because Autumn's a balloon whisperer, and we had chairs, and women were walking up and down the street with hydrogel eye patches on. And we talked about the skin analyzer app. We got 45 new leads. And I actually just left the juice bar with Autumn and gave her a script of what to do and how to follow up with these people. But I did it anyway. Like, I love women like Autumn who, has a 6-month-old baby and 3 other children. She's a full-time real estate agent. She is, very, very known in the community. And she's bringing this in and doing closing gifts, like big bougie closing gifts for her customers. Like, this is smart cross-pollination. Like, I've been praying for someone to come in and listen to me, because she's got a lot to, bring into that. And she's in another networking group, and I'm encouraging Mary Claire to go to Dearborn so we can all cross-pollinate all over the place. And that's what's going to give us a bang for our buck. So I highly encourage people to get involved. You can go to the city over from you. It doesn't have to be in your own zip code. You can go wherever you want to go. But it has brought me new team members, new facials, working with men. I mean, there's so many different aspects to doing it. And I would say get down.
So because that's like thinking outside the box, right? You don't have to just go in your zip code. You may want to, but you can strategically go where you want to grow business. You may want to grow business in a zip code around where you have a studio, or you have the opportunity to do, Mary Kay events, an area that is undeveloped. We were always taught you want to get 5 areas going in your Mary Kay business. And those are customer pockets in 5 different areas. Because then as a director, those can turn into, 5 groups of people doing 5,000 per pocket is 25,000 a month. That, with retail bonus credits is a trip unit right there. Definitely a 6-figure income Cadillac solid unit. So, 5 pockets, that is an old Mary Kay thing, but it's still a thing. And think of virtual as one pocket. Your Facebook group is one pocket. And then, other pockets can be geographic or separate, different Facebook groups if it's totally different groups of people. So, now we have this virtual piece added in that can be a whole nother pocket. Okay, let's talk about last night. I have been curating marketing pieces as I've been doing these sharing events in April, because God made it clear I was supposed to do this. And there honestly hasn't been a lot of participation with consultants and or guests. To make it worth me spending the time to get ready to do all that. So I'm like, okay, God, what am I supposed to be doing here? If it isn't because of the numbers of people that I'm supposed to be in front of, what is it? And it's like, okay, there's a strategic idea. When you get quiet and you're obedient and you ask him, he's like, record it. Start curating, a marketing resources playlist, so that when you have someone who's like the busiest person on the planet, maybe wears it as a badge of honor, or you've done an interview with someone and they are telling you how busy they are, and that's a reason for not starting the business. I want to do the business, I need to do the business, but I'm too busy. I don't have the time, or it's not the right time. That resource is now on my YouTube under the marketing resource playlist, as is the event I did last Thursday night, which was the top 10 reasons, according to LinkedIn, that women are starting direct selling businesses in this economy. And then the NSD, focus on the NSD compensation, and that, to sell that big picture of Mary Kay, knowing that if that's not for them, they can still pick all the other things. But if we don't share this, we're going to miss the people that are losing jobs or know that that's a potential, and they're planning their plan B, and they need to know the whole big picture. Because when we had, I don't know when Enron crashed, if that was like the 9/11, the 2008 or 9, I'm not sure, because in almost 40 years in Mary Kay, I've been through lots of financial ups and downs, economies, social, unrest in our country. And I remember one of the women I went to new director training with in Dallas, she had started her business because her and her husband both had retired as educators. One, I think, was a principal, the other one was teacher, but their whole retirement plan for themselves was in their teacher retirement, which people used to think was secure, until it was found out that Ohio had put this whole school systems, this school district's retirement into Enron stock. And when Enron folded for all the shenanigans and illegal stuff they were doing, this couple had zero retirement income. You guys, that story isn't ending. It's with all the craziness that's going on now. People in banking should be nervous. Anyone in lending, mortgage, anyone in healthcare, anyone in education, like really anyone everywhere, like things are shaking. So we need to be telling people the whole big story. And if you're like, I don't know how to tell them, let me tell them. I know the whole big story right there. So this Thursday, tomorrow night, is the last one that I'll be doing. And it is going to be talking about the most common concerns. You know, I need to pray about it. I need to talk to my husband about it. I need to think about it. The things that you may get stuck on and you let people walk away from the conversation, I'm going to deliver it to the guest so you can hear what I say, because those things are overcome very preventatively. Just like when you walk into a skincare class, you don't wait to sit down with her at the individual consultation, whether it's Zoom or in person, to then explain that we use one product, cleanse, exfoliate, tone, moisture bands, and protect from one line. The importance of that foundation isn't a makeup, it protects. Like all those things are shared very strategically during the education of the skincare class to overcome those objections. Same thing with answering people's questions and concerns about the opportunity, because the product and the opportunity both are things that you're selling them. An idea, you're educating them on how to think of things a different way, how to work and live a different way, how to use your time a different way, how to invest your time for future sustainability a different way. That's what we're sharing and trying to find out if they're open to thinking differently about how they use their time to make income. And with the product, you know, how helping them think differently about why and how they take care of their skin, and if they're willing to invest that time and money to get those results. We become the coaches. If they say yes to the product, yes to the opportunity, then we become the coaches that help to teach them how to do that as their Mary Kay beauty consultant or the recruiter, their director, or their national. So tomorrow night, how many people live can you get on? If you want me on, you know, live to talk to some people to help you reach your, because that's the third thing. We're running through a finish line Sunday night. By the time we're back together next Wednesday, April will be done. And right now we have 10 weeks. I just did a director's meeting for National Sales Director Cindy Leone, and in preparation, open up my date book, and we have 10 as of Monday. We had 10 weeks in this seminar year. 10 weeks in Mary Kay is a long time. There's people who aren't even in Mary Kay now that will be debuting on that seminar stage. There's people that aren't even in Mary Kay right now that they're going to be picking up their keys for their cars on that seminar stage. It's enough time to get the job done, but it's not enough time to procrastinate. And this is why so much happens in this last quarter of Mary Kay, because you know as well as I do, you get more done when you have to. You get Christmas shopping done, birthday parties ready, you know, weddings ready, holidays, visits from family. You get those things done because you have to, right? There's a time limit to it. There's a sense of urgency. And that's why so much gets done right now in this Mary Kay year. And so if that is not like your rhythm yet, because this is your first Mary Kay year end, or maybe you've never gotten to that habit, or you've kind of lost that Mary Kay year end push muscle, now's the time to learn it and get that stronger, because those who miss out on the opportunities and the momentum, the cash flow, the customers, the referrals, the skills, the confidence, all the stuff that's available by pushing through these seminar year end goals, you guys, you miss out on so much. You know, you miss out on so much. I guarantee she who plays to win between now and the end of the seminar year wakes up July 1st in a much different place than she's at right now. Vastly different place. confidence, cash, momentum, all team members, vision, seminar. I mean, it's still going to be fabulous for you, but I want you at a different place than you're at right now. I want to be at a different place than I am right now. I don't want to keep going back to events in the same place. Head space, heart space, position on the career path space. Seminar. Okay, next topic. Are you registered for seminar? And if you are not, I need you to have a verbal conversation with your director. Why not? Why not? Because on your own, you can't figure this out. If you have already not been able to figure out how you're paying for it, how you're gonna work your, your schedule, your family schedule around that, 3 nights. If you haven't been able to get to that point to get on the computer and get registered for seminar, I need you to have a verbal conversation with her, not texting, not Facebook messaging, not voice texting, verbal, back and forth, so that she can share with you, how a strategy of how to make this happen, a game plan, because that's going to help you race through your seminar year-end goal. You're more excited because you're going to seminar. Also, too, you have to sell more if you have to figure out how to pay for it. You have to organize your time around it. And you know what? Your family and friends take you a lot more seriously when you're flying to Dallas for training than if you're not. It's just a fact of the matter. I took Debbie very seriously because she said, you go to Dallas every single year. And so I just went, okay, if you're going to be successful, then you go to seminar every year. And honestly, I've never seen anyone reach their goals, continually. So unless there's an emergency, like something that you can't avoid, like Alden, depending on when wee Wido's born, if she has a C-section, she's not even going to be able to, walk downstairs or drive. And even depending on when the baby's born, she may not be able to get on an airplane at that point in time, breastfeeding a baby. And so it may be the first one she misses in 20 years of her 29 years, because she went the first time when she was 9, when I was the #1 director. And she went to register for seminar the other day and she called me, she goes, oh my gosh, I'm so used to just, okay, you register for seminar. This is just what we do. She goes, I went to register for seminar and went, I can't, I may not be able to get there because of this baby being ripped out of my body. You guys, I went with Jake nursing him. He had open heart surgery in May. He came with me to seminar that July because he could. I could travel and he could travel. And then 10 years old, he had surgery the last day of June. He was on that seminar stage the 3rd week of July. Yeah, so you may it's not, I want you to open up your mind and think, okay, I can figure this out. And then if something happens between now and then you figure it out. But I had my grandma die day before I left. I had my dad have a prostate out of his body, and we could not leave until his house. I'm praying, get his, his bladder had to start working before they would take all the tubes out. And that my mom wasn't going to do any of that. So me and my brother, I'm praying for my dad's bladder. I had people praying for my dad's bladder start working. You guys, I was a national sales director. I'm doing events there. I'm not just showing up as a participant, as most consultants are, a consumer. I'm hosting. And I'm like, please, I need your bladder to start working. And it did the night before. I was ready to get on the plane. But I will tell you that week didn't look like my normal prep week to go to seminar, but I also never considered not going. If I had to get on a plane later to get his bladder going, I was gonna figure it out. So let your director talk you through that mentality, because when you have that mentality for seminar, it's gonna serve you well, reaching your goals in so many arenas. So seminar, if you are not registered, I want you to set up that conversation with your director ASAP. Okay, let's open up our Shop My Party conversation so the people can unmute themselves. I want to hear. So what can you share? We have 10 minutes. So I need each person to be concise and short in your time. How have you used the Shop My Party? Or how are you going to use Shop My Party for someone who doesn't know anything about it right now? Who wants to lead us off? Sonia?
Okay, because I love the virtual piece of this. This is such a game changer because I have 8 parties going on right now this week. And you simply go to where the banner is and it says learn more. You click there and literally it says create a party. You create the party right inside there. You need to know their email address. You need to know their phone number, when the party starts, when you want the party to end, and it literally connects it to your website. So I then cut and paste it. I copy the link. I put it into my post my party and I say, here's the link that you can shop. So ladies, just go right in there and at the top left-hand corner, it says the hostess's name. Easy peasy, so easy. And you then know who's connected to who, because if someone goes and shops on the website, before you were like, oh God, I got to go through all the different names of everybody. Cause I mean, some of my parties have like 50 women in it. You think I have time to like search through 50 people to figure out which party this lady belongs to? So it categorizes it for everyone. You can, when you click in the party, there's a thing and it says sales. You click sales and it shows you exactly the sales that are connected to that party. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. So I'll leave
Sonia, when you're saying in there, in
Yeah.
the app, in the Mary Kay in Touch, what's in there?
In where you create this, the link, it's connected to your website. If you can give me rights, I can show you really fast what I'm talking about. Can you give me, co-host me and you can share my screen?
Yeah,
Sonia, let me
absolutely.
add in there in Mary Kay in Touch. So you have under Shop My Party, yes. But when somebody places an order, it also shows up in your order list of what you have in your regular orders. It'll tell you what party they're connected with in your regular Mary Kay in Touch order list of those orders that come in.
Yeah, so I'll show you. So once you've created this, so it's through In Touch, but it's connected to your website based on the people's, okay, so here you go right here to this banner, you click here, and then you create your own party. And then these are all the parties that I have right now. So if I simply wanted to go to, you know, this party and I want to click on it, it will, oops, I just went to the link. So it shows you what the total sales are right up here in the corner. So again, you're just going and creating them and it's keeping them all separate, but this is through your In Touch. So I create everything on my my laptop, but then I manipulate everything from my phone because I can just go into that same thing on In Touch, cut and paste it. If you wanted to do this for a silent hostess, you literally would, you know, give blessing bags or whatever, and she can pass those all out to her friends. Then you would, you know, give her sales tickets or whatever. And then you would create a party like this. You could text it to her so that she then could just text it to her friends and they literally just hop right in there. And what it does is it connects you right to the website and it has their name in the website. So it's connected to their party.
And besides clicking on the banner, you can actually go up under education and it's the first drop down under education and it says Mary Kay Shop My Party. And that's a link, same link as what the banner is.
Perfect.
Right here under education.
Yep, right there.
So it just takes you the same, right?
Okay, perfect. And so what if you want to make yourself the hostess to send out to your customers, that you want to tell them that this is a new app we have and they get something from you for free or a discount for ordering in the next 24 hours through this? How would you do that?
I did that today. I created a party for me, and right now I've just sent it out to my team, to especially the ones that's inactive, so that they can go and maybe make a shopping list and try to get them. That's as far as I got this morning, was just creating a party and sending it out to them. But I am putting it on my other page too.
Awesome. That's a great idea.
And you can add the link. You can copy it. You can add it to your home screen, and that way you go to Mary Kay in Touch and sign in every time. You can just hit that, and it'll go to the.
Look at you, Debbie. You're a digital diva. Other ideas? I mean, I would, if I had customer bases like I used to, I would be sending it out to every single one of my customers. Why not? Absolutely. Why not? And for directors, I mean, I would, yeah, definitely personal teams, your personal team, send it out to. Yeah, but for customers and an offer with a time frame. I mean, I would, and then if someone's buying from you on that, then a thank you, just say, would you be willing to get some people and you be the hostess and literally just send that out. And for every $100, I'll give you, you know, 10% off up to 50 for 500, or for every $100, give them $10 off. So if they had $1,000 in sales, they get, you know, $100 in free product. I mean, there's people that, and that I like because that's a way of getting leads. You know, when you talk about the 5 avenues of getting leads, everyday life, referrals, bookings from bookings, that could be right there, a way of getting leads through people doing Shop My Party. Being a Shop My Party hostess, we used to call it a silent hostess. They would have a lookbook or a beauty book, sales tickets, and they would just collect sales from whoever they worked with or, you know, hung out with their kids, the other moms, and they'd have, you know, a time frame to get it in, and they would get hostess credit. If someone wouldn't host a party, then they were asked if they'd be a silent hostess.
Are you saying silent hostess and mystery hostess as the same thing? Because I know with mystery hostess, what I've been doing in my customer group is out of all the names of all the people that put the order in, I'm going to do a drawing, and then they can be the hostess and get the hostess credits for that.
So that would be a mystery hostess. A silent hostess would be a customer of mine, or someone who doesn't want to have a party, but they'll send that link out and they're still a hostess. There's not a party. They're sending that and they're just collecting sales because it's getting you out there to people that may need a Mary Kay beauty consultant that may purchase. So it's silent hostess and mystery hostess are just a little different, but you know, the silent hostess is a way to have someone, it's getting leads. It's counting as one of those. So a mystery hostess is more like outside sales for you, but it's with your customers already. Silent hostess is getting you more customers, getting you referrals from other people. Instead of having to go out and get them in person, you're getting them, you know, virtually from the Shop My Party. Other comments, suggestions, questions?
You know, I have a question. If they're not in your customer list in Mary Kay in Touch, because I'm still really hunting leads always. So I just had an exchange yesterday with someone who came back today, and, you know, we just met randomly at the hospital, right? And I mentioned something about, you know, referrals or friends that she might have. And she's like, yeah, I'm not real comfortable doing that. So could this be where I give her a link and it's her party and then she sends that out? I mean, they don't have to be people I know or I have any kind of contact information on, right? When they log in, and if they buy, then I get it.
Yeah. Because when they buy, it's
gonna...
on your website. So you're getting all their information. So it's like when people were hosting a party and people didn't show, like we'd give them credit for outside orders. So now it just goes to your website, which is better because you have all their information, versus sometimes the people would not give you their information because they're protecting them from, you know, the scary Mary Kay lady. Like we're going to be able to make someone do something they don't want to do anyways. That one of the great Mary Kay mysteries I haven't been able to solve.
Okay,
yeah, absolutely. She can just send it out and people may feel a lot, you know, better about that. They could send it through their whole text list, you know, to people, and, you know, they're getting free product from it and you have no idea where it's going to go.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Other questions or ideas or clarification?
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
So in some cases, it sounds like nobody's doing like an individual close of any kind from a party. So you wouldn't be overcoming objections. You would just be taking random orders. Is that what it sounds like? Or
this does not take the place of closing a party or individual consultations. This is Shop My Party for people who aren't showing up to the party. If someone can't come to a party, then they get this. So it's like picture a party and it's outside orders because someone can't come to the party.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
I had a second question and now I forgot.
That's okay. Someone else, I think Tammy, were you trying to unmute to ask something? Let me see if this asked to unmute.
Oh, the other question
Yep.
I had, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Linda. You were first.
The other, well, it just takes me a minute to get my brain to come back. So you aren't verifying that somebody doesn't already have a consultant if they're just sending random orders, random people to you, right?
Yeah, and so after, if you find out, just like at a party, if someone sat down at a party, you would say, you can
Yeah.
order now to help the hostess, but you need to go back to your consultant.
Okay.
I was just gonna hop in here with an idea. Sonia helped me with. I've got a gal who has been did host a party. That's actually where I found Sonia. It's a gal that I grew up with, actually. And she just keeps saying that, she can't afford to reorder. She can't afford to reorder. So we set up a Shop My Party with her to do kind of the silent type hostessing, but she is a teacher. So I put together like little sample bags to go along with that that she could give to people that she was inviting to the party through this Shop My Party. It was just another little aspect to it. I'll let you know how it worked.
Yeah,
because it just started. So
good.
but yeah, this is kind of, and I just put the link in a party that I have running. So I don't have a lot of experience with it other than it's extremely easy to set up. It's extremely easy to do.
So I think with virtual parties, Post My Parties, you can post it from the very beginning, because why not? Then as they're going along, they can be ordering as they want to, and even sharing that and getting more people in. In a live party, you're going to give this to the hostess, but it's only going out to the people who can't show up at the party.
Right.
Do not give this to people before they get to the live party. There's no reason for them then to go. They miss out on the education and the whole purpose of us being in person. So I, again, love this hybrid, because it used to be if people didn't show up for the party, very infrequently, if you hadn't gotten the phone number to pre-profile that person, you weren't getting that from her friend. And then, so you were so limited in your numbers. This, gosh, when you are hosting something in person, who do you know in general that would like to be here but can't because of her work schedule or where she lives geographically? Awesome. So in addition to these people that are coming in person, then your people that can't, either they can't even though they live here, or they can't because they're too far away, you're going to send this out, and this is going to increase your hostess credit. It's free. It's, free and easy for you. So it makes your in-person parties even that much more valuable, but definitely do not be sending that out to the people who are attending, because your sales are going to go down, right? Because they're not educated, you're not connected with them. And then you might as well not be doing an in-person party. You might as well be doing a virtual party.
Right.
Any questions or comments before we head off? All right, now we just do it like that. Now you've gotten as much as you need to go ahead and set it up and figure out, if you don't have a party to connect it to, be the hostess yourself and send it out to customers. Just get people starting to use it, because then you can have more conversations with people about, oh, well, you like to use it. Would you like to get some, free product? If anyone orders from you, hey, how would you like to get it for, a discount, half off, or free, and have her get that out. Those all you could be calling, parties, but they're a way of getting referrals. That's going to help you with your month end goals. Who can you get then on the call tomorrow night? I want to make sure that you know what your strategy is towards your month end goals. If that is not clear and defined, then that is a conversation with the seminar conversation to have with your director. And I look forward to hearing about all the exciting news that are happening in the next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 full days. You guys, that's a work week in real world, 5 days. So here we go. Thank you for joining me. I'll have this up on our Power Lunch master group very soon. And the recording from last night is on my YouTube under marketing resources. You guys, thanks for popping in and contributing.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm gonna be the scary Mary Kay lady for Halloween this year.
Don't do it. Be a Cadillac sales director instead.
Yes.
Better idea. Love it. Love it.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Have a good day.
Bye.